my sewing room, coffee brewing, fabric in bloom, stacks of color lined up clean, living out that GE dream. Rulers and steady hands, turning yardage into plans from Minnesota down to the seas. We're stitching joy with GE. Every cut so straight and true, confidence in what we do. I love quilting. G-Design sets me free. I love quilting. Stripology harmony. Line it up and let it glide. Watch those perfect pieces slide. Oh, I love quilting. Sewing community. Grab that stripology ruler now. Measure once, you'll see how. No more guessing, no more stress. Just clean cuts and happy hands. Stack it up, strip it tight. Turn that fabric into life. From the classroom to the cruise, we got nothing left to lose. When I hear that rotary sing, it feels like everything. I love quilting. G-Design sets me free. I love quilting. Stripology harmony. From 10-inch squares to border lines. Precision every time. Oh, I love quilting. It's stitched inside of me. Yeah. Stripology ruler in my hand. Cutting straight across the land. No more fear, no more doubt. That's what G's about. From beginners to the pros. Feel that confidence grow. Piece by piece, row by row.
Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show. Happy Friday. Hi, everybody, and happy Friday to you all. Say hello to my producer and partner in crime, Mr. HP. Mr. HP. It is great to have you here. It is Friday, and on Fridays, we have some fun on our live shows. So make sure, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit that thumbs up and heart buttons. If you're watching on Facebook, like our page, because we have fun here every week. Whether it's Friday or Tuesday.
Every week.
Yeah. So thank you for being here. Like I said, comment throughout the show, everybody. We'd love to see your questions, your comments on whatever we're talking about.
Yeah.
And on Fridays, we like to celebrate. You know, we made it through the week. Celebrate the weekend. And we do that with a cocktail, a new recipe. I have a brand new recipe for you today. I'm kind of going a little bit old school. This cocktail is called airmail.
What?
Remember when our mail was called airmail before we got priority mail or first class mail or whatever we called it?
Back in 1972?
Yeah. It had the cool band around the outside of the envelopes. This is airmail, so it's kind of a play on a traditional daiquiri, but this one uses rum, a little bit of lime juice, some honey syrup, which is not simple syrup. You put actually honey and thin it out with some water and heat it up a little bit so it's more fluid and blends easily. And then you top it with some champagne.
Okay.
Fancy.
Let's just be honest here.
It's fancy. What are you going to be honest about?
About your drink. Doesn't really look as good as the one in the picture.
Well, I may or may not have had all the ingredients.
Let's just be honest here. You don't have all the ingredients, and I don't want it.
I didn't have honey syrup ready, so I did not do that. But that's okay. I know very well how to substitute, my love, so I'm good.
You're going to substitute your love like me?
No, I substitute. I am very good at substituting. For example, if I run out of fabric, I'm very good at grabbing something else that works.
I thought you were going to substitute me.
No, there's no substitute for you. Okay, so you have a quote of the day every Friday as well. So what's the quote today?
Well, can you do your days first?
Oh, I know what you're getting at.
Yeah,
it is
do your days first.
International Day of Families.
Okay.
That is one.
Yeah.
We love our families.
Yep.
Sometimes as troublesome they can be, we love them. It is Peace Officers Memorial Day.
Okay.
Bring Someone Flowers Day. I got myself some flowers yesterday.
Sure did.
And it is also National Chocolate Chip Day. Is it just Chocolate Chip Day? Not Chocolate Chip Cookie Day?
Just chocolate chip.
They're no good on their own. You got to put them in something.
Yeah, that's true.
And it is National Pizza Party Day. We also had pizza last night, didn't we?
We did have some. Oh, it was really good. It was like extra good to you yesterday.
It was extra good. I don't know what it is. I've obviously been eating bad pizza for a long time.
It was extra
for
good.
the past few weeks, but this one was extra good. There's something about it.
Yeah. Okay, now I can do my quote.
Okay, what's your quote?
Speaking of families, family is not an important thing. It's everything. It is the garden where our roots grow deep and our spirit learns how to reach towards the light.
Oh, wow, that one is a deep one.
Come on now, people.
That's a deep one.
I'm just saying, it's not important.
Family is everything.
It's everything.
You know?
Yes.
As dysfunctional as they can be, the love is always there, your shared history, your
even when you got
shared...
a crazy Charlie as an uncle, it's still everything.
And, you know, you have those shared memories, shared experiences. There's nothing like it.
Sometimes when we have our retreats and crazy Charlie's in the background, he won't be quiet. We got to tell you to mute.
Uncle Charlie shows up. He shows up at our retreats.
Shh,
I love
Uncle
that.
Charlie, my virtual retreat.
Okay. Well, we love your quotes on Fridays.
Yes.
And we also have some amazing quilts to share with you on Fridays. We always have our show and tell. So let's take a look at some of your lovely quilts. starting off with this gorgeous Rainbow Ruth made by Bonnie. Now, Rainbow Ruth is in the first mixology book. It is perfect for those scraps. It's a perfect kind of a alongside type of project. You know, those leaders and enders as you're working through your scraps. And this one is really cool and fun. Good job, Bonnie. Then we have a Frida made by Debbie. Of course, Frida was a quilt-along earlier this year and is a single pattern. I love this red and white version. A great job on finding the different values of the reds so they shine through. Super cool. Love it. Then we have Under Pressure made by Ashley. So this one is in our panel mashup book. I love the soft feel of this quilt. The fabrics in the blocks is really cute. And although I can't see much of the panels, but they look super sweet. Love it. Lynette made this jewel quilt, added a border to it, which is always a possibility with all of my patterns, you guys. Don't forget that. Jewel is in the Mixology 3 book, and I love this colorway. Very nice and soft and kind of perfect for spring, summer, isn't it? Oh. Next up is Octavia, made by Louise. I love those colors, and I love that kind of, what is it, like a low volume background fabric? Some action going on in there. I love that. Beautiful job. I love the colors. Now, this quilt is in Mixology 2 book. Mm-hmm. Beautiful job.
Another great one.
Next up is Jolie, made by Melissa. And I love the colors of that. Love that light blue and pink with that sharp, darker color and that mustard. God, I love that mustard in places. Kind of a thing for me right now. But Melissa, great job on this, Jolie. Love it. Next up is a Saga quilt made by Debbie. You know what? We have a very similar one because this one is made from our last bundle club or our January bundle club. I love that. Was it January? Yeah, I think it was January. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it was the week. No, this was back in October, I do believe.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, Petals and Stitches. Love this, love this, love this. And that's one of my favorite sagas that we have. Next up is Kimberly pattern. Kimberly quilt is also in the Mixology 2 or 3. It's in 3. And this one's made by Pat. Love this, very sharp contrast. It's such a perfect pattern for any type of fabric. So beautiful job. And this is not the last one. This is Margot. Look at that. Margot made by Linda. Linda made the blocks on point, or set the blocks on point. And I love that option. I gave everybody that option during the one-day retreat and love seeing it happen. That's a beautiful job. I love the fabrics. Awesome job. And last but not least, this is Supersized Amelie made by Anita. Another one where a border has been added and it looks great. Just very neutral colors with that sharp blue. What a fun quilt and perfect to make for somebody that just loves that simple colorway. Beautiful.
Nice work.
Thank you all for sharing and keep them coming in Gudrun's Quilt Crew on Facebook. We have so much to share with you today. It's going to be a little bit longer Friday, so I'm going to tell you right off the bat. First off, today's the day, May 15th. We've been waiting for those of you that are subscribers of our brand new subscription club, the Goodies Wideback Club. The shipments are going out today. Now, it's not going to be this because this is just our promo version. We're going to keep it quiet until everybody receives their shipment. So every 2 months, you get a 3-yard cut of a 108. So you get essentially a 108 by 108. But the best part is everybody that is subscribed gets a standing discount on all of our widebacks in the store, 10% off. And that starts today, finally, those of you that are subscribers already. And I'm so excited. I've been stocking our wideback section religiously this past few weeks, so we got great variety, anything for anybody. Now, with every shipment, you get some fun photos You get some bundles that we suggest using that back, kind of going backwards, and some long arm tips. All kinds of fun stuff. So every other month, but that discount is worth a lot too.
That's awesome.
So I can't wait for those of you that are subscribers to receive your first shipment and see what's going on. All right. We also are going to be revealing our Color Club of the month. And guess what? I left the pack in the other room, so I'm going to have to go get it. But can you maybe put that Wideback Club back up? I'm just going to run and get it.
Okay, sure. You go do that.
I don't want you to reveal yet what our Color Club was this month because it is super cool. And I think everybody's going to love it.
Some people are not prepared. Shh. It's live.
Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes we have so much going on. I knew this was going to happen because it's a big show.
Yeah.
But every month we pick a photo that's our inspiration, and we pick 4 fabrics that really go with that inspiration. Those are basics that are reorderable. These are perfect to keep in your collection to pull into all of your projects. And we have another unique one. We've been doing some unique ones this year.
Very unique.
Yes, this one is another unique one. I happen to love it because I use these types of fabrics all the time. So let's just put up the photo of what it is. Oh, yes, we're calling it.
I could go for one of these.
Sprinkles. It's not donut. The pack is called Sprinkles. So let's take a look at our beautiful fabric. So this is our shipment this month. We have lots of great sprinkly fabric. So these are just a little bit low volume, so that which means they're a light color but have some action in it. Still can function as a background, but it has some really fun tie-ins to all kinds of colors. So we always give you some ideas and show you 2 quilts that have been made in it. We talk about great pairings, and then of course here are the fabrics. And we always have them available too in 1 yards for a limited time after a Color Club comes out. So let's take a look at those on the little bit bigger scale, starting with this one. This one is called Rainbow Snips. And this is, we did kind of, as you can see when I was showing you the fabrics, go from kind of a busier low volume into a lighter, kind of less busy. So pick whatever you want, but this is so fun. This one is made by Henry Glass. So lots of colors, all the rainbow colors, so you can really use this with whatever fabrics you have. The next one is called Dovetail Confetti. And I love these little strips. It's like you cut a whole bunch of little 1.5-inch strips and then threw them on a white fabric. This is by Figo Fabrics. It's one of their basics and super fun. You can see there's a little bit more spacing in this one, so it's going to appear more open and lighter. And the next one is a very light version. It is called Lower the Volume, and it's a part of a collection that came out before. It is Blank Quilting. And so this is kind of still available because it's one of their basics. They keep printing when there is demand. I like it because it just has these light gray and then just a little hint of color in between. So this will work for a lot of different things when you just want a little bit of action in your fabrics and your background fabric. And then the last one is called Miniature Minis Shaken Shapes. So tiny little shapes. So these are very small, but they are little shapes. They're triangles, and mostly triangles, and then some little strippy things, almost like little spirals, different shapes. Some are just a line drawing, some are filled with color. So another subtle one, and you can really see now how, the effect happens. Here's one quilt that I made with this type of fabric. This was the Harmony quilt when we did the Harmony quilt along way back in 2020. And you can't really see it up close. And I wish I could show you better, but I love this type of fabrics for a background when you have really bright colors, but not too much of them when the background is kind of heavier. It gives it such a playful effect and ties everything together, all the different colors. Unfortunately, I donated this quilt, so it's not here. I don't have it anymore, which means I might need to make another one. Mm-hmm. And then this one is Strips and Salsa. This was one of our bundle clubs a few years back. It was done with some Moda fabrics, and I loved one of the Moda backgrounds that came with that collection. Having a little bit of action, it just gave the Strips and Salsa pattern a little bit of life. Now, again, all of these 1 yards, all these fabrics are available in 1 yards if you're not a Color Club subscriber. But if you would like to become a subscriber, this is every month you get either 4 half yards or 4 fat quarters. And it's always themed by something. So we have either the same color or the same theme going throughout. And it's just really a lot of fun. And some of you have been with us for a very long time, and we really do appreciate it. So I didn't pull bundles this time because guess what? These work with whatever bundle you got going on. These are mostly brighter fabrics, but it works with anything. This can be pulled into anything, for real. So I didn't bother in pulling because I would be pulling probably half the warehouse to show you.
Goes with everything.
So tell me what you think about this month's Color Club and how you feel about low volume fabrics, using low volume fabrics as your backgrounds. Do you like it? Mm-hmm. Some people like things very clean and don't like things busy. So I would just say, play with it, try it, because sometimes it's really what gives the quilt some life. All right, they love them. That's great. Moving on. On Tuesday, we showed you my new book, but we have something else new today. Brand new, and some of you know that this has been coming. We went to our trade shows this past week, or when was that even? It's half the month gone now.
I think it was last week.
It was last week, yeah. Still. And released 8 new patterns that are available now in a printed pattern and now also as a PDF pattern. And here are our brand new patterns. Some of them are not new to you. We have Rita and Hera. Of course, those were the retreat patterns. Those quilts are hanging behind me today, and those are now available as single patterns. And then we have 3 patterns that was planned to release with our Nordic Summer fabric line. And we have pre-orders for the kits for these quilts, but the patterns are now available. But if you've pre-ordered a kit, you do not need to order the pattern. The pattern comes with the kit. Just know that. But it's Victory. Let's just look at all the patterns. Let's look at all the patterns.
Right.
There's Hera. Hera has 6 sizes and also lots of layout opportunities. So that one is available, and it's just a pattern that you're going to have so much fun with. You need a background, or you can do scrappy lights and darks, and you need an accent color too. But this one is done with a dark fabric background. We've done them with light. It's great in every colorway, for real. And then we have Rita, which is a 2.5-inch strip pattern and it's 4 sizes. For the lap size, you need 36 2.5-inch strips, so it's a great one to use for some well-aged jelly rolls sitting around in your studio. You need some background as well to kind of set the tone between the strip sets, but a really quick and fun quilt to make. Very striking. Mm-hmm. Then we have Victory. This is going to be one of our sew-alongs later this year. Once we get the fabric and the kits cut, we'll probably start that sometime in September. Very simple to make because it's pretty much all half-square triangles, but I am going to give you some great tips on making those very economically and of course using the Stripology rulers. And then we have Carnival. This is a re-release. Carnival was in a book, came out back in 2009, I believe. And then the book is long gone and out of print. So we had it as a PDF on our website, but now this has been rewritten. It's been Stripologized, and it is so fun to make now. Using fat quarters, a whole lot of background. This is the largest size. It does have 3 sizes, so check that out. But I love making this quilt, and it is gorgeous in person because it's large. It's large.
Large and in charge.
And then we have Kite Runner. That was a part of that same book. Has only been available as a PDF in our store. And this one is made with our Nordic Summer fabric that is coming in July, shipping in July. So we're excited about that. But that one is now re-released with Stripologized instructions.
Nice.
And then we have some new little patterns. Yes, using those smaller rulers. So 3 little patterns are now available in a printed format. We, of course, had these patterns in our Lil Pattern Club. And so we have video classes using these. But this is the first time we have them available as a printed pattern and release them to all quilt shops and distributors. So Little Winnie, Little Lilo, there's Little Lilo. And then we have Little Winnie, love this one. And then Little Katrina. Yeah, Little Winnie was popular at the show. A lot of stores grabbed that one. Mm-hmm. So those are available. If you've been waiting for those, they are here. And then on Tuesday, as I mentioned earlier, we released my new book. Not just mine, me and Terry Atkinson's new book that is coming. It's going to ship in August. We've been working hard this year on some great strip quilts. It is called Once Upon a Strip, and it is available for pre-order right now. All of the quilts in the book are named after beloved children's book characters. So from books that we read as children, that we read to our children, or things that I'm sharing now with my grandchildren. So it's generational.
That's
and
awesome.
It's been really fun. We could have written probably 3 books because the ideas never stop. The books are endless. So, but let me just quickly, I talked a lot more about this on Tuesday, but let's go through the quilts in this book. There's 16 strip quilts. This one is Aslan, and inspired by, of course, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So, Narnia Chronicles. This one is Calvin, uses all strips. Super fun to make, uses a little bit of 60-degree angle. And then we have Corduroy, named after the bear who lost his button on his pants. We have Emil. So some of these are characters that you might not know because they're from my books, all written by Scandinavian authors. That was what we were exposed to in Iceland. Emil. We have Harold from Harold and the Purple Crayon. We have Joseph, of course, the owner of the Magical Dream Coat. We have Lily. This is one of my faves, and by a Norwegian author. We have Lena, which is the Icelandic name for Pippi Longstocking. We have the Lorax and Madeline. I don't think we have to say more about those 2. I think you recognize which characters those are. And then we have Nancy Drew, of course. We have Peter Rabbit.
Not Peter Pan.
Not Peter Pan, Peter Rabbit. And then Ronja, the robber's daughter, is an Astrid Lindgren, one of my favorites growing up. We have Tintin. It's actually a French book that was very dominant among my cousins' books because they were kind of made for boys, but I loved them. Toto, of course, Dorothy's little puppy dog. And that's it. But that's actually not it. Because we have a very special offer. So you can pre-order the book now. It will ship in August. But on June 15th, you will get 2 bonus patterns. They just didn't make it into the book because we had too many. One of them is called Ella, and inspired by Cinderella. and her pumpkin wagon. And Sophia, also inspired by a book from a Scandinavian author. So these two patterns you will get free when you pre-order the book, but they will be delivered to you as a PDF pattern on June 15th. Yes, we thought it would be perfect to give all of you that are honoring us by pre-ordering the book something extra. And if you don't know Terry Atkinson of Atkinson Designs, we have been friends for over 2 decades. She is Atkinson Designs. We have a very similar kind of story through things. We were both, of course, lived in Minnesota, and we've always been very supportive of each other and had so much fun. So here's some behind the scenes from our photo shoot here that took place just last month. Yeah, we had a lot of fun finding some cool walls and artwork. I mean, murals are abundant in St. Pete, so we had a hard time choosing. And just all over fun. Yeah. And we had to do something fun too when we finished wrapping up the photo shoot. So check this out. Of course, the quilt lands face down every time. I tried it multiple times. But we had so much fun, and we are going to be doing and kind of talking about the quilts in the book periodically now until the book releases or ships. So you'll hear more about the stories behind the stories. Yes, stories behind the books. We're going to have the book list for you if you are interested. And who knows, there might be a little video class club coming later on.
Okay.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
But I think the response has been great, so we really appreciate that, and I can't wait to see some of you be able to make all of those quilts, because they're all fun. Some of them are super quick, even though they might not appear to be, and I think you're going to love them. You think you're going to love them, because, maybe there's some strips in some people's sewing room that need to be sewn up and used, right?
Get them strips out.
Yes. And if you asked, yes, Stripology is used throughout the book. We always give you options for using regular rulers, but yes, Stripology techniques are used throughout. All right, what's next?
Fabric.
I have some great fabric for you today. 2 new collections, and we are starting with a brand new collection called Mira by Zen Chic for Moda Fabric. So this is an interesting story because Zen Chic just announced at H&H and our trade show that she has moved over to Free Spirit. So this is her last line with Moda, because we ordered this, of course, a while ago. This one is one of her more neutral lines. She does this on occasion, and I actually really love those because she breaks us out of our mold sometimes with her contemporary stuff. So take a look at this. Mira. I decided to keep this kind of pretty neutral. This is the big print, the main print. This color is not black. It is a more warmer, kind of a brownish charcoal gray. So you can see the dots are almost black, a little bit darker, but it's a very nice and warm hue. Just super fun print. So more on the darker notes. Here is another, again, dark brown, but just has a little more warmth to it than it being gray. There's 12 pieces in the collection. We have bringing in some more colors, which is this tan. You'll see some more of the tan, but then this is kind of an accent, this little mustard yellow. We have the darkest piece in the bundle is this one. I love a good irregular polka dot, even though it is pretty symmetrical in the spacing, but the dots are very organic and not fully round. We have another print of the leaves on this bluish gray background with that mustard gold in there. And another one in that same light gray. It has a lot of blue hue to it, as you can see, but then there's the mustard again. And then we have just a slightly darker version of that gray. That same geometric print that we have here. I actually really love this print, super fun. And then bringing in a little bit of a directional print here. I love this organic flow for this print. And it has that light gray that is here in this color on top of it, which is very subtle and cool, but it's funny how it looks more blue when it's on this gray background than just looking at it solo. We have another print of the large print going into the tans. And another polka dot with the dark dots on the tan background. We have another print with the little X's, the organic X's here. And then the last print repeats on this flowy one, which is a tan with a dark, dark brown print on top. So there it is, the whole line or the whole collection that we put in the bundle, so 12 pieces. And so here is my pull to go with it. I'm starting here on the darker end. So like I said, this is not really black. This is probably the darkest. So I love this print with this. This is Deco Stitch Volcanic. It has that same bluish gray in it, but it's that warmer grayish brown that works really well. And another option would be the stash stitches in the black. I love the white in there or the little stitches. It feels like it matches everything really nicely and tones with that cream. And then I pulled one extra dark. This is Canvas Ebony, so not fully black. It has some gray in it, but a warmer gray, so it works perfectly. I pulled in like a darker gray because there's dark gray in the print. So this is Grunge Lead. Love that in there. And then more grunge. Grunge Ash is that perfect bluish gray that works with these lighter tones. And I also decided to pull a Hema Lichen in the Basalt, also kind of a bluish gray. So it works really nicely in here as well because it has some darker lines in there too. So then we have the tans. I pulled a Surface Designs Nut. So it's a nice kind of a taupey tan, so not too yellow or warm. And then I also love this one, Floral Elements in the khaki, has the deeper and the lighter hues, so that one works really well with the tans as well. So for a background, I would go with something that's not pure white because this and this is more cream. So I picked the Dotty Thatched in the cream. I think that would be a great background, a backdrop for all these colors. Stand out, but not too harshly. Or if you wanted something subtle, Canvas Antique White is going to have more of a tanner undertone than the cream. So either one of those will work perfectly. Now, if you wanted a sharp accent, something to pull out, some focus, of course I chose the gold that is throughout some of the prints. If you want it to be a bit sharp, Hema Knit Dandelion, I was going to give you that. Kind of a sharp accent, but still it works because it ties with the rest. If you want it a little more muted, a little grungier, use grunge malt cider. And then you have some of the brown in it, and you can see what the effect is. Do you want it really sharp? Do you want it more blend in, more muddled? And we have made an amazing quilt with this. I think Kara made with this one. And she actually threw some gold in there, which I think is great. This is Trinity. Isn't that amazing? This is the one hanging behind you, sir.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very contemporary. I do believe she threw in some of the light cream in there. Yeah, look at that. So much fun. Beautiful job. So that's Mira, but I picked out didn't I pick out a backing for you for that one? No, we didn't. We didn't pick out a backing. But we have this bundle available in half yards and in a little bundle as well. So half yard, fat quarters, and little bundles. Awesome, awesome. So snag up some Mira, the last line from Zen Chic for now for Moda. So do you have a graphic for Mira? Sure. There it is. I have another small collection for you, and it is the sweetest thing. This is called Barnyard Christmas. My favorite is the donkey. I love it, especially when the donkey has a rooster on his back. Just love it. So this is just a 6-piece collection, super sweet. It comes, it also has a panel sold separately. I'm going to show you that later, but I'm going to start with the collection, the bundle. It's only 6 pieces. That is all. So it starts with this print. I love the red barns and the tractor, and I just love the whole feel of it. This is a North cut, and it is, of course, done by our favorite Deborah Edwards. So here is another light print with just the chickens and roosters with a little bit of holly. And I love this one too. This print is adorable. So in the green, a light green color, and then we have these wreaths and the animals are inside. Look at the little goose, and this must be a gosling. I was going to say duckling, but it's not. Standing next to his mama goose. We have a holly all over print. Very nice, a little bit darker green, bringing in some red. And then we have a couple of reds. So just 6 fabrics. We have, of course, the barn texture, the little wooden texture on the barn. I love the little dark spots in it. And then I decided to throw in another red that's a little bit lighter. That's a basic, but it brings in some of those lighter hues of red and brightens it up a bit. So just 6 pieces, and it is available as a half-yard bundle only. But here's the panel. Here's the panel that we have available. I don't have it with me in person, but it is adorable. So it is all those animals and the barn and the tractor. Inside that wreath, either a square. So this panel actually will cut to about, it can be like an 8-inch finished or smaller, or you can add a little border to it. I, of course, had to pull out the panel mashup book where that would fit really well, and it would fit really well for the Pretty Young Thing quilt, which you could use these fabrics to kind of throw in there. The panel, can you put that back up? So this one, it has 15 panels, and the larger quilt, you actually need 18. And there's a couple of things you can do. You can either get 2 panels, or might I say use this print to just fuzzy cut of the barn or something and make it into the 18. Or you can do the smaller size, which is just a topper, uses just 5, and you can even extend that to a little baby quilt or make some toppers for the holidays. How great is that? The other one I thought of was the Sweet Dreams, because it has a similar feel, the one that I used here. And you would just have to add a little bit of border or background to it to make that work out. But I love using the panel book for these panel quilts. But let me show you some more fabric. If you needed fabric or wanted to use some great fabrics to maybe build up into a bigger quilt. So Grunge Pearl has that kind of a grayish hue like the snow in this one. So an off-white with a bit of a gray in it. I also, of course, loved this is Hema Pebbles in the snow, so it has a little bit of gray as well. Or you could go with Grunge White Paper. Now, this one always works well, kind of an off-white, perfect tone. We have Dry Brush Dusty Green. This is that light color, works really nicely with this. And also a little bit darker, Nitty Gritty Forest. I really love that color because it has such a mix of undertones in it. If you wanted to do a little bit sharper green, a little bit darker, more hunter, I chose the Hema, Lichen, and the Mallard. So it gives you a little bit of a sharpness there if you wanted to mix that up. And I pulled a couple of reds. I know our photo doesn't have these reds, but I think if you wanted to build more, we need a couple of reds. So where there's Glaze Lava, that darker tone with the toning a little bit more like this print. And then I also love the Hema Glacier and the Volcano. It has darks and lights, so it mixes well with both of them. For accents, I had to pull kind of a gray to go with the donkey color and the cow. So this is Seedling Pewter. It has a little bit more of a brown tone to it. And then if you wanted to match kind of the chicken color, I went with Crimp Mocha. So a light brown, but has just a little undertone of yellow to it. So this is our Barnyard Christmas. There's 2 prints that I just didn't have here that I would love to incorporate. I wanted to show you. It's a little bit of a dark photo, but that Bumbleberries actually is red, green, and gold. It's one of our new ones, and it's super festive if you wanted to make it more festive. And then I just love this Mary Gnome something. It's a stripe, a diagonal stripe that just works really, really well. It's green. I know it looks black on my screen, but it is green. Red and green alternating. So you'll see it more on the graphic. They're in there, and then you'll see kind of what that stripe and that Bumbleberries is. So great fabrics. I hope we inspired you to maybe make something here soon. Our next, we got to do our winner. Every Friday, we pick a winner, somebody that has joined us recently to our online community through our email list or our online groups. And today's winner, so welcome this wonderful person to join us and maybe watching shows and sew-alongs is...
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Debbie Bogus, Lincolnton, North Carolina. Congratulations, Debbie. I think customer service has already reached out to you to get your gift card. Upcoming shows. We will be back here next week. Tipsy Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. That's going to be May 19th at 4 p.m. And then we have 3 shows next week. There's a Perfect Pair show next week. That's going to be on Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Check that out. This is going to be our last show for summer break for Perfect Pair. And then we have Happy Friday a week from today, of course, at 12 noon. So awesome, awesome. Hope you see you then. Now, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Friday and an amazing weekend here, middle of May. It is Memorial Day weekend next week. So that just came too fast, I swear.
Flies
so thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Rulers and steady hands, turning yardage into plans from Minnesota down to the seas. We're stitching joy with G.